When your cat follows you into the bathroom, have you ever wondered what they're really thinking? Most people laugh it off. They assume their cat is just being weird, maybe curious, maybe a little clingy. But here's the strange part. For a creature that values privacy, territory, and control over its environment, following a human into a small, closed room actually means something much deeper. In fact, it's one of the most revealing behaviors a cat can show. Because when your cat quietly slips through the door behind you and sits there watching, they might be sending a message most owners completely miss. And once you understand what it means, the whole situation starts to look very different. Let's start with the first reason. 1. They're making sure you're safe. The bathroom is a strange place from a cat's perspective. Think about it. It's a room where humans close the door, water runs unexpectedly, unfamiliar sounds echo off the walls, and you disappear inside for minutes at a time. In nature, sudden isolation like that would be risky. Cats evolved as both predator and prey, which means they're constantly scanning for danger. So when you walk into a small room and shut the door, your cat's instincts immediately become curious. Where did their human go? Why did they disappear? And most importantly, are they okay? That's why many cats follow you in and sit nearby. They're not just being nosy, they're checking on you. Because to them, you're part of their social group, their colony. And when members of a colony move into a closed space, other members often investigate. But here's the surprising part. Sometimes your cat isn't checking on you, they're actually protecting you. 2. They're standing guard. Look closely at what your cat does when they enter the bathroom. Do they sit near the door? Do they face outward toward the hallway? Do they stay alert while you're inside? That posture isn't random. Cats still carry the instincts of territorial predators. Even a house cat that spends all day sleeping in the sun has the brain of a hunter. And hunters think about territory. When your cat follows you into the bathroom, part of their instinct says, this human is vulnerable right now. You're distracted, you're stationary, you're in a confined space. In the wild, those are moments when animals are most exposed. So what does your cat do? They sit nearby, watching, listening, waiting. Not because they expect danger, but because their instincts tell them someone should keep watch. And in their mind, that someone is them. But this is where things get even more interesting, because protection isn't the only reason they follow you. 3. They're curious about disappearing doors. To humans, the bathroom door is normal, but to a cat, it's a mystery. Cats hate closed doors, not because they want to go somewhere specific, but because closed doors interrupt their understanding of territory. Cats map their environment constantly. Every hallway, every room, every hiding spot. When a door closes, it blocks information, and cats hate not knowing what's happening. So when you walk into the bathroom and shut the door, curiosity takes over. They want to see what you're doing. They want to understand why you went somewhere they can't see. And this is why cats will sometimes scratch at the door or meow outside, not because they're upset, but because something unusual is happening in their territory, and they want answers. But curiosity alone doesn't explain why some cats insist on sitting there every single time, because sometimes the reason is much more personal. 4. They want to share your scent. Have you ever noticed your cat rubbing against your legs while you're standing at the sink, or brushing against you while you're in the bathroom? It might seem random, but biologically, it's very intentional. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, and tail base. When they rub against you, they leave tiny chemical signals behind. Those signals say something important. This human belongs to me. In the wild, cats that live in the same group share a communal scent. It's how they recognize family. It's how they know who is safe. So when your cat follows you into the bathroom and rubs against you, they're doing more than showing affection. They're reinforcing the bond between you. They're mixing their scent with yours again. And over time, that shared scent becomes a kind of invisible signature.
But this behavior reveals something else about your relationship, because sometimes your cat isn't just marking you, they're choosing to stay close. 5. They feel safest near you. Cats are often described as independent, but that description isn't entirely accurate. When cats form strong bonds with their owners, something fascinating happens. They start treating their human as a secure base. Researchers studying cat attachment found that many cats display bonding patterns similar to young children with caregivers. When they feel uncertain or curious about something new, they stay near the person they trust most. So when your cat follows you into the bathroom, part of that behavior may be attachment. They simply prefer being near you, not because they need something, but because your presence makes them feel secure. Think about it. You're the source of food, warmth, safety. Over time, your cat associates you with stability. So when you move somewhere, they often move with you, even if that somewhere happens to be the bathroom. And if you're enjoying learning the hidden meanings behind your cat's behavior, take a second to like the video and subscribe. It helps us share these insights with more cat owners who want to understand their pets on a deeper level. Because the next reason cats follow you might be the most surprising. 6. They can sense your emotions. Cats are incredibly observant. They notice subtle changes most people overlook. Your posture, your breathing, your voice, even the scent changes in your body when you're stressed. When humans experience anxiety or tension, the body releases hormones like cortisol. Your scent shifts slightly, your movements change, and your cat notices. This is why some cats become unusually affectionate when their owners are upset or tired. They're responding to emotional signals. Now think about what happens in the bathroom. It's one of the rare places where humans pause. You slow down, you breathe differently, your body language changes, and your cat is right there observing it all. Sometimes their presence isn't curiosity, it's quiet companionship. But there's one final reason that many cat owners overlook completely, and once you notice it, you'll see it everywhere. 7. They're maintaining your routine. Cats love patterns. Morning routines, evening routines, daily habits. Over time, your cat learns exactly what happens throughout your day. When you wake up, when you eat, when you leave, when you return, and yes, when you go to the bathroom. To a cat, those routines are signals. They tell the cat what's coming next: food, playtime, sleep. So when you walk toward the bathroom, your cat may follow simply because it's part of the daily rhythm they've learned. It's another piece of the routine that shapes their world. But here's something important every cat owner should know. If your cat always followed you into the bathroom and suddenly stops, it might be worth paying attention. Cats rarely change habits without a reason. Sometimes the change is physical. Pain or illness can make cats withdraw and avoid activity. Other times it's environmental. A new pet, a new person, a change in the home. Cats are extremely sensitive to shifts in their territory. Even small changes can affect their behavior. But sometimes the reason is emotional. Cats remember experiences. If something startled them or made them uncomfortable in that space, they might choose to stay away. The key is observation. Your cat's habits are a language. When those habits change, they're often telling you something. And learning to read those signals is one of the most important parts of understanding your cat. Because that little moment when your cat follows you into the bathroom, it's not random, it's not strange, it's communication. A quiet message from a small animal who has chosen to include you in their world. And in their mind, wherever you go, that's exactly where they want to be.